Hey, my name is Dr. Charles Moser. I'm the founder of the Dental Science Alliance, and I'm out for a walk, and that can only mean one thing. It's time for Chat with Chuck. Now, if you like these Chat with Chucks, please visit our YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com, whatever, search Dental Science Alliance, and there you will find all of these Chat with Chucks, along with some of our webinars and our expert interviews. Now, the title of today's talk is Healthcare Isn't Broken. Now, the subtitle, if you will, to our talk today is No, it's not broken, it's shattered. It's in tatters. It's a mess, and I'm not even sure that it's fixable. But what I want to talk about is perhaps why, where we are. And what I would really love is if you would like to talk about this, if you'd like to comment, please reach out to me. I would love to put a panel together and let's talk about where we are and why we're here and what we can do to make a small influence in perhaps making the situation better. Now, I get to talk about this because I have a little bit of credibility here. I'm a dentist. I was a provider of dental care for over 16 years and owned 3 practices of my own. B, I have worked in the insurance business for 5-ish years. The most recent, I am currently the National Dental Director for a fairly large insurance company. And C, well, I am a patient as well. And I'm frustrated, and I'm tired of it, and I'm fed up, just like almost every one of you actually are. But here's the deal. There's plenty of blame to go around. And the only thing I want to do in this particular Chat with Chuck is maybe make you a little angry because the seat that you're sitting in has a responsibility to it. And I'm guessing that you might not understand that. So let's take those 3 positions that I just talked about, and let's talk about the responsibility that they have and why they're also partially responsible for the breakdown. 1, providers of healthcare. Well, that's the first misnomer. Healthcare? Sure. We do not have healthcare. We have disease care. There's no money in keeping people healthy. There's no money in incentivizing people to be healthy. There is only money in treating disease. So first of all, we do not have healthcare. We have sick care, if you will. And what I will tell you is that while you as a provider, if you're a doctor in anything, whether you could be a cardiologist, neurologist, dentist, optometrist, chiropractor, veterinary medicine, whatever it is, you are part of the problem as well. I just pissed you off. Fine, reach out to me and tell me that you're pissed off. But let me tell you what, there are so many bad providers out there that it's hard to even imagine. Come sit in my chair with me for one day and you will be absolutely astounded at how many bad providers there are out there. Now, you might think, well, okay, what does that actually mean, Charles? Well, it means a lot of things on a lot of different scales. One is some of them are just bad doctors, all right? I mean, they just didn't go to class. They just didn't do their residency. They just didn't really care about doing a good job and quality care. And you know, maybe they're good people, blah, blah, blah. And then the flip side to that is some people are just criminal. I mean, they're creating fraud, waste, and abuse, which we know is rampant out there in healthcare, in sick care, whatever. So there are some really bad actors out there, and they need to be monitored. They actually need to be taken out of the system. There was actually a study back in the 1900s where they actually closed bad medical schools. Interesting study, nothing that we can talk about here, but they thought that closing bad medical schools would actually help with the outcomes of our patients. And turns out it didn't. But again, there's a lot of different metrics that go into that, which may make that study not so relevant. Okay, so that's the provider side. I hope I pissed you off. Reach out to me. Next is the insurance companies. Well, let's just call the insurance companies the dental labs, okay? They get blamed for everything because they're not in the room to fight the fight while your provider is telling you, the patient, how bad your insurance company is, okay? Just like providers, there is responsibility to go around. Insurance companies are businesses, and oh, by the way, so is your provider. It's a business. It has a P&L. It has to take in revenue. It has to pay out expenses. And at the end of the day, it has to be profitable. Yes, that is the case. But the challenge is, again, if it wasn't for the insurance companies, the providers would be running amok. There would be no checks and balances if the insurance companies were not around. But again, what is the problem with the insurance companies? Are they dictating treatment? Well, they're not, okay? You can think whatever you want. They're not. But insurance companies, again, they are part of the problem and part of the solution. And then the third part about this is the patient themselves. Oh, let me just make you even madder, because if you're sitting there and you haven't gotten out and done your walk today, if you haven't moved today, you're part of the problem. We have no level of real disease prevention in the United States. Diabetes is rampant. High blood pressure is rampant. Obesity is rampant. Our nutrition is horrible. If we didn't get sick, we wouldn't need healthcare as much. Therefore, we wouldn't have the problems with insurances that we have. So patients, you have a responsibility in this too. So get out and chat with Chuck, and let's have a walk together, okay? So this topic, clearly, this is a long chat with Chuck, and I hope I've made you angry, and I hope you'll reach out to me, and I hope you'll comment on this, and let's put a panel together, and let's talk about this more in depth, because, well, it's probably not a problem that we're going to solve in my lifetime, that's for sure. It's a big problem. It needs big people to take on big challenges, to make big changes in order to make a little effect. But that's all we need. A little effect will go a long way. Hey, reach out to me and tell me what you thought about this. I hope I've made you angry enough to comment or push the like button or whatever it is that you're supposed to do. Talk to you later. Get out and walk.